If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't.
Yama, what is going on? Man, I tell you what, I had a hell of a day today. I think it's still today, Thursday, Friday, something like that. But anyways, yeah, you can tell by the thumbnail, it wasn't my car. All right, so this is not a clickbait or nothing like that. This is actually it happened. So, like I said, when you come to my channel, you're gonna get the real stuff. I'm not gonna give you bullshit, crap like that. So, I wasn't really going to post anything about this, or I didn't take any video or anything because I don't, this isn't for views and stuff. This is more for like my prosperity and stuff, and just also kind of just, uh, the way I feel, how the kind of world's going to nowadays. But that's not what my channel is all about. My channel is all about the love, the bikes, the fun, having a good time. So if you don't want to watch this video, don't watch it. But if you want to hear the story of what happened today, I will let you know. So, anyways, I'm coming around the turn from my house and stuff. I live kind of out in the country and things, and so I'm coming down this road, and I come around the turn. I see this car upside down in the field, and I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. Some cars get out of control and stuff, drunks or whatever, and get out in the field and get stuck. And the way it looked like was the few people that were there and everything else looks like it was maybe already happened, and they waiting for a tow truck, and going to get the car out of there. So I start pulling up and stuff, and this one guy in a truck, he comes up, and I kind of meet with him, and we roll the window down. And I said, man, that car really took a fall. And he said, yeah. He said, the lady's still inside, and said she was talking, and said they can't hear from her right now, And I'm like, okay. And he just kind of drives away, and I'm like, was anybody gonna go do something about it? You know what I mean? So I pull up. There's this older lady on the street, and she's about half in tears, and she doesn't know what to do. She's already called 911. She doesn't know how long this lady's been here and stuff. Nobody saw the accident or anything. So I said, does anybody see if she's okay? Everything else. She said, well, we were talking to her through the window, but she stopped talking. And I said, so I just turned my key off. I jumped out of my truck. I run down there, and I'm looking around seeing if I can open a door or something to get in, or and this car is just mangled. I mean, it must have rolled, I don't know, 5, 6 times or something. And, so the one lady yelled out, and she said, you can kind of hear her from this one side. So I came around would have been the driver's side, and it would have been the back passenger or back driver's window. And it was kind of cracked and stuff like that. So I got down and I kicked the rest of the window, out and stuff like that. And I crawled inside, and first thing I noticed was, I thought maybe she would be somewhere, but I saw a lot of blood. I saw a baby booster seat, and I see the back of her head. And I said, ma'am, I said, are you okay? She didn't say anything. I thought, oh crap. So I reached around and I grabbed her shoulder. I said, ma'am, I said, are you okay? And she said, yeah. And I said, now, ma'am, I said, I see a lot of blood. Where are you bleeding from? She said, I think it's just from my hands. And she kind of dropped her hands because she's hanging upside down. I'm seeing her from, the head down and stuff. And on top of the roof, there's blood everywhere. And she put her hands down. You can see they were pretty well cut up. And I said, then the next thing I said is, hey, did you have a child in here? Because I see the car seat. I mean, nobody even got down to even see if she was okay, look inside. I mean, maybe the seatbelt was choking her or something, and that's why she stopped talking, or what I mean. It's like nobody had the courtesy to go in and physically see what she did. So I crawled in farther and stuff, and I kind of get in there, and my legs are sticking out the back. And when I saw that baby car seat, I thought maybe a kid might have been tossed out or something in the field, or I mean, and just your mind starts just traveling. I already had something like this happen in my family, and if somebody didn't help my niece out, she wouldn't be here today. You know what I mean? So just a bunch of stuff started running through your mind. I mean, adrenaline starts going, and like I said, I figured any normal person would have done this. And the couple guys that just took off and didn't do anything, I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know. That's why I just got kind of really pissed. And so, anyways, back to the story. Yeah, so I'm inside her vehicle, and I'm kind of looking at her and stuff, and kind of seeing how she is, and she's completely upside down. And I'm just talking to her. I'm asking her if there's anything I could do to make her feel comfortable. And I know the fire department and everything else has been called and stuff. And so she said, I'm okay. And, we just kind of started talking and stuff. Is there anybody I could call? And she gave me a number to call her daughter, which went to the answering machine. And I don't even know if she gave me the right number. And, I mean, probably the blood rushing to her head. And she probably had to have a concussion and everything else. I mean, it was just the way the vehicle was. I didn't think she would come out of this alive. Seriously. I mean, just the way, and then the way that person just took off nonchalantly and stuff was just like, I mean, come on, people. There's an old lady in here. She's probably about 85 years old, 80 to 85 years old. So anyways, I'm in there working with her, talking to her and stuff, and trying to get her situated, just making sure everything's okay. And about that time, you can start hearing the ambulance and stuff like that come up, and the rescue squad comes in. And so I basically kind of just jump back and kind of help direct traffic and stuff. I gave her their name and everything else. But like I said, for airbags nowadays and seat belts, I mean, this car, like I said, it's hard to see because, like I said, I wasn't going to blog this thing or do anything like that. That's not what I'm about. I'm not going to, post stuff like that. But it was just, it was just something that you figure some normal human being would have done. I mean, she could have been upside down, choking on her, blood, or maybe I could have stopped some bleeding, or, loosen up the seatbelt around her neck or something to, ease her pain or whatever until they got there to help her out. And, so finally, anyways, they all come and stuff and kind of look at it, and guy goes in. And so finally they get the jaws of life and they open up one door, the back, I think they finally get the back passenger door open. And, oh, this was a Kia Sorento, by the way, 4-door. And so they get the back door open, and I'm kind of just watching and stuff, and the guys are all helping her get out. And I mean, there must have been, I don't know, maybe 10 to 12, emergency guys, and then a couple police, state, and counties came, and volunteer department, and fire department, stuff like that came. So, anyways, they got her out of it and stuff. So all of a sudden, I kind of just looked because I was talking to the officer and stuff, and here she is standing. You know what I mean? Standing up, and I look at the officer and I said, she's standing. I mean, he's like, man, she must be having adrenaline going through her or something. You just wouldn't have thought that this old lady, would have come out this vehicle the way it was. I mean, because when I first rolled up on the scene, the way the guy looked at me was like, yeah, she was talking, but she's not talking anymore. It was like, she's dead or she's dying. I mean, do something. I mean, jump in, help. If it's the last thing you can do, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so it was a pretty exciting day today. But like I said, I don't know much what I could have done. I've had some CPR training classes and things like that, but it's not like I had much tools to do anything. But maybe if the car started catching on fire or something like that, me and 2, 3 other guys might have been able to get her out of there before something, instead of just by myself. Or I guess that's when it kicks in your adrenaline. You become, the Hulk and stuff. You just go, but like I said, I don't know. But the lady seemed fine. I talked to her after. She thanked me. They took her away in the emergency room. Took her away and the emergency room, and I haven't heard anything from her. And I guess there was really no way to get a hold of me to make sure she's all right. But I believe she's probably all right, unless she had some kind of major internal something or other. But I tell you what, for for car airbags and stuff nowadays and things like that, and I just tell you what, man, just people have to be safe out there. And the roads, it started snowing, but I don't think that was it. And I asked her, I said, what happened and stuff. She said, I just kind of lost control. And then, the cop was taking pictures and stuff, so I started following him to see where she started in at. She took out this mailbox, and she probably went, I don't know, maybe 100 yards, 150 yards across the stream. And, I don't know. It just, nobody even saw it. So, like I said, you don't know how long she was there and everything else. But, like I said, that was just a little short story of my day's adventure. And I hope you guys liked it. And I hope the lady's okay. And, like I said, I'm not doing this for views and stuff like this. You know what I mean? It was just, it just kind of bugged me all day. I really couldn't sleep. And just the way that, you think people would help out, and I don't know if it's, getting sued, this and that, but, I mean, you got to assess the situation and see what's going on. And you always got to make your best judgment. But I just thought, hey, maybe the lady needed at least just somebody to talk to until they got there. You know what I mean? To know that somebody's here and she's going to be okay. You know what I mean? So, but I hope everybody has a good weekend. If I can get this out this weekend, and always be safe. Don't forget. Now I ain't gonna mention that other crap. So, but like I said, I hope the lady's okay, and just everybody, please be safe. Watch your driving. Keep your seatbelts on, and walk good.